I'm here with Debra Heine, who's nice as Deb was in the old days, but now you're writing under your own name at PJ Media and elsewhere.
Debra Heine.
And Debra, I gotta say, it's always cool to me when I remember coming to our first CPAC, you know, me, you, Little Miss Attila, Cynthia Yockey, who I shared a room with last year along with Stacy and Emil. And it was small, we were the bloggers, it was very different, but now so many of us have found places in media, Pajamas Media for Yourself, John Hawkins at Town Hall and so forth. How has that progression been for you? Is it a strange thing?
Oh no, I really enjoy it. I like having a wider audience. It's a little bit different because I feel like sometimes I need to be a little bit more guarded than I would be on my own site where I'm the censor and I just feel free to say whatever I want. But you know, when you're writing for somebody else, you really, sometimes you just feel like you can't put everything that enters your head out there, you know.
Now, you've been doing this freelance work for a while. Did you see yourself doing this 10 years ago?
10 years ago?
Well, how long have you been blogging now?
Over about 10 years or more.
Okay.
So
Well,
I didn't see myself 10, 15 years ago of being, you know, going to CPAC every year. And especially if you go back to the 90s when I, you know, looked at CPAC as, you know, like the Super Bowl of politics and how cool it would be to go.
And now you've been to so many CPAC, it's like it's almost old hat for you now.
Yeah. Yep.
Now,
it's different every year.
One of the things I've talked about is the difference between how we as bloggers were treated in the past and now. Before we were the bloggers, we had our own separate section, and we actually had more access because the GOP and the people here, when they saw we were bloggers, presumed that we were with them. Now we're mixed in with the media, so technically we have more status. But for example, when Dana Lash gave her speech about the media and pointed back to us, we were all with them.
Oh yeah.
Do you like, which is better in your opinion?
I liked it back when we were at the Wardman Park Marriott. I liked that. It just seemed more intimate. But I don't mind this either. It was funny when CPAC was kind of closing down today. Somebody in the ballroom passed by the media, and he said, since I was in the front row, he said, "Hey, we don't all hate the media."
And you wanted to say, if you knew I was conservative, you might think that. You might not have said that to me, because I've had that situation myself. Now, is there something particular you were looking to cover here? Something, is a particular angle that you're going with for your PJ Media work?
I just come here for the shits and giggles.
Well, nothing wrong with shits and giggles. Now, I'm going to ask you the questions I've asked everybody else. Trump year one, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh, thumbs up. Yeah, I think for the most part he's done really well. He's turned out to be a heck of a lot more conservative than a lot of us thought when he's, you know, back during the primary season in 2016.
I was very worried, but my worries have disappeared.
Oh, yeah. I know.
What have you liked the best and what have you liked the least?
The best, I like that he's, you know, cutting all the red tape and, you know, all the regulations. I like the tax bill. One thing I think that I'd like to see him just work on trying to be a more normal, more presidential, you know, just...
I had $1 for every person who said that.
Yeah, I think, you know, his poll numbers have really increased lately, and I think it could even get higher. I think he could get more people in the middle if he just stopped being a little bit as strident as he is on Twitter.
All right.
But on the other hand, I know there's another argument to be made that that's why he was elected, because he has no filter and he says what he thinks, and people like that. So I understand both sides, but you know, I can't tell you the number of times I've read something he's written on Twitter and cringed, you know.
Yeah, that's another phrase from people I've heard a lot. All right, midterm elections. GOP 1-seat margin in the Senate, but a very favorable map. 25 seats in the House, a little more shaky. Do they keep it?
We're going going to keep the Senate and the House.
All right. Is it a 70-40 thing for you? 60-40, 70-30 thing for you? Or?
55.
So you think it's going to be a close thing, but you think it's
yeah.
going to be. What can Trump do to help the GOP win?
I think he should go out and campaign for them.
So not be afraid. Go right out there. The left side isn't going to be any less energized by the sight of them.
Republicans are their own worst enemy. They need to help the MAGA agenda instead of blocking it. And we should all do fine.
All right. We've heard a lot of talk of DACA for the wall, DACA for the wall. Do you make that deal?
I don't know. I'm not a policy person.
Let's put it this way. Would it upset you if that deal was made?
No, it really wouldn't. But I don't like the idea of all those people becoming American citizens and voting. I think that there should be some penalties for the fact that they were over here illegally. So I think they should be made legal, but not full citizenship.
In other words, go through the normal process.
Right.
All right. And finally, where can people find you these days?
Find me.
Where you're writing. Promote yourself one more time.
I'm at PJ Media.
Right. Well, Debra Heine, formerly known as Nice Deb, who is still very, very nice. Thank you so much for your time.